Hey everyone, it's Brad back again. You probably just completed the 4-series Learn How to Juggle Skill Acquisition video series that I did. If you have, and you're comfortable with your 12 catches, and you're still listening to me, great. We're going to start working on some more of the advanced stuff, some of the flares, some of the fancy tricks, some of the more challenging items that I've come across as I've learned how to juggle. If you're not at that stage yet where you can do 12 successful catches comfortably, so you might have done it once or twice, but you're kind of scrambling, you barely made 12, you don't want to be getting into this video yet. You want to go back, you want to keep practicing until your 12 catches feel comfortable. They don't have to look really neat and tidy, they don't have to stay in the same spot the whole time, but you just need to be able to feel comfortable in your 12 catches. Once you do, now we can start playing around with things, now we can start getting more advanced. This video is just basically going to show a little drill to increase your hand-eye coordination as well as your hand speed. Those two skills are really critical when it comes to what we're going to be doing, progressing with the tricks that I want to show to everybody. First of all, for this drill, you're going to need to find yourself a good wall. Unfortunately, like I said, my basement ceiling doesn't have a lot of room in it, but I can kind of just fit underneath here. This is about the only good wall I have to work with. What we're going to be doing is juggling off of the wall now. So before it was just in the air, pretty straightforward. Juggling off the wall is the same thing, except that that peak height that I talked about before when we make our tosses now becomes when the ball hits the wall. Okay? So if you're turning, skill progression once again, just start slow. One toss off the wall, another toss off the wall. Okay? Just getting that pattern. I'm using juggling balls for this. These juggling balls are not the greatest because they don't actually form a perfect ball or a relative sphere shape. They're kind of oddly shaped. They're not a great beanbag. They don't squish well, so they might roll and come off the wall funny. Hopefully I can keep up to it. But if you're using any sort of ball type object with a little bit of bounce, tennis balls work really well for this activity. Give those a try and see what you can get. So, single tosses. At this point when you're doing your single tosses, you should have all 3 objects. One in each hand, one coming off the wall. Get used to having that object in your hand so that you can still catch with it. If you're simply doing a 1-ball toss, then you're not going to get the full effect of this. So all three balls are going to be in use. So once you get your 1, start with your double. Okay? This stuff at this point should come pretty quickly and naturally to you. And once you get 2, start to make 3. Okay? As you can see, like I said, they kind of go where they want at times. You'll start to get the feel for it. You'll start to get the hand speed. Once you develop this, you get a little practice in, and you probably make everybody else in your household quite grumpy with all the thumping that's going on the walls. Try to speed it up. Try to keep it under more control. If you're having trouble with this, take a step back. Give yourself more time once again. But as you can see, with more time comes better chance of error. The whole point of this drill is progressing to the point that you get to a speed where your hands are almost a couple inches off the wall, and it's just this fluid motion of how fast you can juggle. You'll notice once you start getting to this, you'll get a rhythm. It feels really good to be in the rhythm. And then you just try to go as fast as you can with it. As you can see from that, obviously requires hand-eye coordination, requires that hand speed. You got to be moving constantly, you got to be watching 3 objects all at once, moving your hands, catching them. Not only is this drill good for you just to develop for what we're going to be doing with juggling, it's also a great skill if you're a goaltender for hockey, possibly soccer. Developing those quick hands, learning how to react to a ball coming off of a deflection and figure out where it's going to go to be able to grab a hold of it and then keep the next ball moving. So this does have a lot of sports application to it as well. So it's a good idea if you are an athlete and you want to work on some of those skills, starting to progress yourself, then juggling is a great way to do it. And then you can get yourself into having some fun with it and getting the speed a lot faster. Thanks for watching.